Yo, what's going on, guys? Lord Beardo here. Brand new video. Christmas Eve? Is it Christmas Eve? It is most definitely Christmas Eve. We are going to be live streaming later at gaming.youtube.com/Lord Beardo. We are going to open up some epic chests, some super magical chests, and we're going to continue to fight in our Electro Wizard challenge. Guys, this is the deck I'm going to use. The Electro Wizard. Ooh. Sheesh. The Electro Wizard challenge, from what you already know, is you get 12 wins without getting 3 losses, and you win. We're going to jump right into actually my second battle here, and we're going to take a little bit of time breaking into this deck and having some fun with these raids today, because the first one got lost. I don't know what happened. My iPad crashed. You guys already know that from when you come out to the streams. It crashes here and there. Fireball left hand side. Gonna use our skeleton army and our Electro Wizard. We're actually gonna zap with our Electro Wizard, and he gets kind of beat up pretty quickly, but I'm not sure. I just wanted to test out the zap, see if it worked out well. We pushed that right hand side with our Ice Golem, and these are gonna be absolutely fast pushing decks. They are going to be quick to the point. We're waiting for people to drop tanks, and we're trying to counter in opposite lanes. So a lot of these are gonna be two tower takedowns, because we're going to give up a little bit here when we allow people to push on our side, but we are going for a fast deck. I don't know if I have the name of this deck proper. I think it's a cycle deck. I'm not sure, guys. Throw the name of this deck down in the bottom if you know it. We're going to push Ice Golem left hand side with our Elite Barbs. We're going to use our Fireball on his Ice Wizard, our Golem pops, or Ice Golem pops. We had a couple hits in there, and look at 1276. So it's quick. You're punching quick to the tower. Not afraid to use our win condition. His Electro Wizard is taking down our archers quick. His Ice Wizard goes down fast. Now, we won our first game pretty convincingly, and I kind of came into this challenge like a bit nervous. If you guys watched the last video, I was a little nervous to come into the challenge. I really want to perform good. I want to get that Electro Wizard. Actually, after playing in the first run of 12 of the first run of the Electro Wizards, like, he's awesome. I don't know what you guys think. Throw a thumbs up. Comment down in the bottom if you think you like the Electro Wizard. I happen to really like him. I'm going to tank with my Ice Golem, put down my Skeleton Army. He's going to go ahead and pop my Skeleton Army with his Ice Golem. We put down our Electro Wizard. We have one Mega Minion and our Electro Wizard left over. His Electro Wizard takes him down quick, and we're at 1190 left hand side. A very bad time is chipping away with us, man. He's down to 1433. We're going to put our Ice Golem. Our archers are going to cross the bridge. We're going to use our fireballs, and that actually takes down a couple of those fire spirits, which worked out super well for us. We got that tower down to 789. We're going to play our Electro Wizard against his. Here comes his Hog Cycle. We're going to use our Skeleton Army. Perfect Fireball from him to take it all down. Here comes his Log. Little late. Maybe he could have played that log earlier. I don't think it was in his rotation. Our Elite Barbs are going to push. Here comes our Fireball Ice Golem combination, and we are going to lock up win number 2, 2-0. Feeling strong, feeling good, feeling nice, not getting too cocky, too confident. We actually had our best challenge to date by going out and playing in this one, which was a lot of fun. So we're sitting at 3 wins. Our next win will give us 45 more cards. Trying to get some big wins here. We need big cards, man. We absolutely have got to get some more legendary cards. I've been dying to get my hands on a miner or a princess. So we are playing against Junior Gong Marley. Now, if only, because he puts out ridiculous tunes. But here we go, right-hand side, Ice Golem. The moment he puts down his Witch, we are playing that right-hand side. He's got his Lumberjack, doesn't matter. Here comes the Inferno Dragon. We're actually going to zap it to slow it down. And our Elite Barbarians are going to smash through that right hand side tower. This is the beauty of the deck. It is fast, it is punchy. When they least expect it, you are dropping everybody on them at the exact same time. I love the deck, man. I really honestly I fell in love with this deck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I've been messing around with it, outside of the Electro Wizard with the Ice Wizard, and it works just as effectively. It's really cool. Push an Ice Golem, Elite Barbs, left-hand side. Let his tank come down with his Electro Wizard. We are going to put down our Skeleton Army and challenge him to see what he's going to do. He plays absolutely nothing. He finally gets down a minion horde, but his tower is completely rubble. Like, what a good push. Now, this deck, I forget if I found this. I definitely got this deck from a YouTuber. I think it was Orange Juice, actually. I watched him play this deck, and I liked it. It was very complimentary to my style. Got the money ball in it. And one of the big problems that we found with this deck is the bomb tower. Whenever we played the bomb tower, and outside of this even, when we're in ladder, when we're using it with the Ice Wizard, the bomb towers and certain towers just create really bad disruptions for this deck. We got both of our towers up. We got our Ice Golem. We're going to put our archers down to play on to his princess. Actually sits under that Inferno Dragon, so we're going to go ahead and zap, and our Electro Wizard takes the rest of it down. Here comes his Lumberjack. We're going to play our Elite Barbs, and that is going to be pretty much the game. We're pushing pretty good. We got our Elite Barbs on his tower. Our Mega Minion is taking down his minions. Couple more shots. We're chipping him down, chipping him down, chipping him down. Through 139, and a fireball will lock this up for us. Junior Gong Marley, love the music. Not a good strategy, man. You're still dropping giants behind your tower when you got two towers down, dude. You look like old Beardo playing here. We're starting to learn a little about the game, and we're getting real excited about these new decks that we've been trying. 4 straight wins. The next win's gonna lock us up with 1,000 more coin and 55 more cards. So we're going against Keanu Reeves here. So we are just taking down celebrities left and right. He's hanging in Money Militia, and we are waiting. We're gonna try to see what he puts down here. He puts down his bowler. We're gonna push our Ice Golem as good as we can. He puts down his defensive card, and now we realize we are in a bit of trouble here. We don't have a deck that's complementary to our air. If we would have been able to use our Lava Hound deck at this point, I think our Lava Hound deck would be a nice little mixture. So maybe I'm going to go ahead and give the Lava Hound deck a try that we've been messing around with, and complement it with this one tonight later on in the stream. That freaking Electro Wizard, man, I really like him. I believe he does 200 damage total on both of his electric shocks. So when he splits it up on 2 enemies, he gets 100 on each, and when he puts it on the tower, it'll be 200 on each shock. I'm almost positive those are the actual statistics. We're going to put our Elite Barbs down to push our Ice Golem, and we're going to try and fireball in this area to come up with a big hit here and save ourselves a little bit of time making through that tombstone. But he kites our Elite Barbs clean across the map, completely renders him useless. And Keanu Reeves, man, tapping into a little bit of the Matrix here, trying to give us a little confusion on our troops. We're going to split our archers. I've been enjoying splitting the archers in this deck to just create some disruption. Like, he doesn't know what side we're coming on. He doesn't know where to drop. He doesn't know what to do. Maybe he knows exactly what to do. I'm pretty sure we're the ones who are playing behind here. He's got a great counter for our pushes when he's using that bowler. He hasn't been able to get to our side. He doesn't have any reach that he's shown yet. I don't think he's shown us the full potential of his deck. We're going to both put our Electro Wizard down. Our Elite Barbarians we're actually going to go right-hand side with and throw him off. Float in some archers. Look at one of our Elite Barbarians actually got through. Chops that tower down to 1388. We're playing defense on that left-hand side, and that's the beauty of the Elite Barbarians. They are quick. If the defense isn't directly in front of the tower, a lot of times you can sneak one of those barbarians to the side. We're going to float down our Mega Minion. We got our Wizard going down. Our Elite Barbs are going down with our Ice Golem. We're going all out, and then we're going to play on that left-hand side our Skeleton Army to play some distraction. Right-hand side Fireball, shooting the crap out of that bowler with the Electro Wizard. Doesn't take it down. 1159 is the mark, and we are about to go into our first OT. Here comes his win condition. We've been waiting to find out what it was. He's been playing defense pretty much the entire game. Actually, definitely the entire game. We're going to get our elite barbarians down with an Electro Wizard and a Mega Minion. We're sold out here. We're going skeleton army. Everybody the same side. We're looking for that right hand side. I'm trying to figure out where to put the money ball. I put the money ball down. Shocking the tower. Beating the tower. Electro Wizard for the victory. And we are just crushing celebs, man. Like no big deal. Who we got next? What celeb we got next, man? 5-0, and we are feeling fine. We are thinking that we are smooth sailing all the way to the finish line here, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a breakdown, a longer video here, to kind of show you the problems with this fast elite barb deck. And a lot of people are having problems beating the elite barbs, and you can see, you know, how people go ahead and beat the deck. They use certain towers that throw us off. The Hog Cycle deck is a great deck that has a lot of problems. We definitely ran into a lot of problems with the Hog Cycle deck. We used a Fireball there to go ahead and take the Hog down with the barrel. I probably, honestly, could have saved my Fireball. I didn't need to go in on that Fireball there. And that's going to end up being a problem for us in the long run, because we start playing behind a little bit on the Elixir, trying to catch up. And it's really... when somebody doesn't have a tanky deck, when they're going with a fast cycle deck, that's where it becomes just nothing but fast gameplay. It's who can come up with a better game plan, who can react quicker in time. He puts down our his skeleton army. One of our barbs is actually going to sneak through because of that zap spell and get a couple hits off on that right hand side. 1388 is the mark. The bomb tower is about to fall, and I'm feeling pretty good here. But here comes his Hog. We're going to use our Mega Minion to counter that Hog push and soak up all the firepower from those Fire Spirits. Now his Princess absolutely works out perfectly. Takes down our whole entire mass, our whole entire army. We're going to use our Zap there to take out 2 of the Goblins, which I thought worked out, rather well. Electro Wiz takes down that Princess right hand lane, left hand lane. And the bomb tower comes out, and the bomb tower to me was by far the most annoying building in this game back when I stopped playing it months ago, and now it might be making a little bit of a comeback here. I do think they gave it a little bit of a buff. We're going to try to shoot our archers over the river, but he had his bomb tower a little too far. I thought I had that timed up well. I actually really screwed that raid up because of that. And give me old LP, you know, let him know he's doing a pretty good job. We're going to put our Mega Minion down. We're going to play our Skeleton Army, which is going to take down his win condition. Electro Wizard with the Ice Golem, split him up on 2 separate lanes, shoot in that tower, able to float back our tower, and that's where he wasted his zap spell, and we're gonna be able to use our zap spell to free up our barbarian, but he just gets chewed up. 884 bottom left hand side, 1388. We somehow have managed to fall behind with 2 really bad pushes. I couldn't seem to get around this tower, so I go ahead and just fireball the tower, try to get it out of the way for us, and time up one of these zap spells with our elite barbs, and he just pushes perfectly at the last second. If we maybe would have played strong defense, we probably could have came up with that, but like I was saying, the buildings were absolutely torching us. So we went ahead and got our first loss. Now I'm not going to show the second loss. We immediately got another second loss, but I want to get into the nuts and bolts of the finale here. So I'm 5-2, thinking I have absolutely no shot anymore. And I started thinking about what I think it takes to make it to 12 wins. And, you know, all the cards are balanced and we get all the cards. But my problem with playing in this is that I've never really practiced, like, competitive ladder play. Like, I've just kind of been learning all the new cards. I haven't had a chance to be able to use a bunch of different card combinations. So for the live stream later, we're definitely going to run some Electro Wizard challenges for you guys and have a bunch of fun and open up a bunch of chests. We got 2 epic chests and a super magical chest. And if you guys have really good card or deck recommendation, ladder play deck recommendations, because now I get to use whatever I want. go ahead, drop those down south in the comments on the below, and let me know what your decks are. I'll make a couple presets, and I'll like jump on with them later and see what we can do with it. Because spoiler alert, and I'm sure you can tell, being that we're 5-2, we don't get to the 12 wins. So it is fun to see who ends up beating us though. The tower beat us. The elite barbarians were a problem in this one for us. We tend to do pretty good against the elite barbarians in the ladder play when I'm using my elite barbarian deck with my my ice wizard. So we have some cards I feel like will do rather well. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually be able to get up to 12 wins. I think it's a tall order for me. I think I'm a little too new at the game, but we never know. There's always room and time for Christmas miracles. So Max is gonna go ahead and play his barbarian hut. We're gonna use our Mega Minion, drop our Ice Golem, play Mega Minion on Mega Minion, go ahead and get down our elite barbarians as fast as possible. His Electro Wizard comes down immediately dead. We're going to use our elite barbarians, and the fireball worked out perfectly because it shot one of the elite barbarians right into his tower. 2 swings, knocked down. Max, you are 1 tower low. We got 50 seconds left. You know anything can happen. We play that Electro Wizard to kite over his elite barbarian to buy us some time. The log is going to get in there. We're going to put our other ice golem down. Our mega minion is going to play some defense, and we are going to push hard, man. We're going to use those elite barbarians, and we are going to go in quick. We got mega minion pushing left hand side, elite barbarian, and our wizard gets fireballed. Here comes his elite barbs. We use our archer to kite one of them, and then we use our mega minion to go ahead and take the other one down. But look at how fast, look at how strong these elite barbarians are. They are so unbelievably strong, and we're just going to go ahead and push that right hand side in anticipation that we know he's going to get it down. So he had to waste some elixir there, and he wasn't able to pull that down, but I liked where we were at in that. Had he been able to zap, or had he been able to use something to pull that down. So 6-2, we're pushing along rather well. 6,200, 250 cards. I've never gotten to a challenge like this. I've never seen that many cards being opened before. We are going to get our clan challenge chest opened, I believe tomorrow on Christmas, which is super cool that they did that being the last day. And we're going to see if that is definitely going to be the most cards we've ever got at one time. Playing defense on this right hand side on this goblin barrel. We got a little bit of a split push going with our archers. We're going to play our elite barbarians right hand side. Here comes his minion horde. Our exploding ice golem takes out his crowd of skeleton army, and look at that. We made contact with our elite barbs. We got an archer down, and we got a mega minion absolutely crushing the building. 860 on our first push. Here comes his minion. Here comes his goblin barrel. We're gonna play our skeleton army, make quick work of that, but he does get 1700. Log is gonna go ahead and get it down to 1602. That's a good push. That is a very good push. Our push was a lot stronger, but he still made a solid push. So we're going to wait and kind of figure out what he's going to do with his cards. Now I'm holding this fireball down. I want to try to stack up the fireball and use it on the minion horde. See, I'm kind of just figuring out like what should we do here. He takes out an Electro Wizard. I'm going to go ahead and zap his minion horde and just play defense on his push. So we take out his minion horde. We play defense on his minion. He gets full exchange there, but now we're a little ahead in elixir. We're going to go ahead and put down our elite barbarians. And here comes his skeleton army, which is going to be such a hassle for our elite barbarians, and he completely disrupts our entire flow. Here goes our fireball. We just missed his Electro Wizard. We tried to get a little bit of a value ball there. Kiting his Electro Wizard. We're going to zap out his Goblin Barrel, and we're going to try to stack up our own little push here. We're just waiting, you know. We're just gonna let ourselves figure out what exactly going on here with Hammer. Huge push by him. Electro Wizard down to freeze up that miner a little bit. Here comes his Fireball. He should have played his Fireball in the back half. Would have taken out Electro Wiz. We are sitting at 868, and the first time he's going to actually put down an Inferno Tower. We time it pretty well with our Zap. His Inferno Tower makes pretty good work of our Elite Barbarians, but our Archers are going to go ahead and take down that building. We're just going to have to play some defense for the next 15 seconds. Quick Fireball. Go ahead and take down his attacking army. 8 seconds left. He plays a Skeleton Army. Quick Ice Golem. And boom, 7 wins. And I'm pretty pumped about 7 wins, guys. That's the positive side of halfway there. On my first big challenge, I've never even done a Royal Challenge or whatever that large challenge is called. I've never done the big challenge. I've only done the small one a couple different times. So we actually are going to stack up to 330 cards with 7,600 gold. And we're coming up against Sonic. And we're going to go ahead and do our best to pull this guy down. And I don't know how the actual challenges work, like if you start to play against people with the same amount of wins as you, but it definitely felt like the competition was getting better and better and better. So I'm assuming they put it in some kind of ladder play. So this guy is going to play real slow. He's dropping everybody on that back right hand side. And I stack up a decent push. I was going to push my Elite Barbs. I decided not to push the Elite Barbs, put the Fireball down, play some defense on that left-hand side with the Mega Minion, and engage his Musketeer with our Skeleton Army. Now he's got a Skeleton Army coming his way, and we have a potential, we can potentially stack up with our Mega Minion. He's going to play his Goblin Spears, and we're zapping them away, trying to get a couple hits off that tower. We only get 1 hit off the tower, so maybe we should have let that ride. We probably should have stacked up that extra 2 elixir. And we're running out of time in this one where batteries are drawing to a finish. We're hoping to get ourselves a very, very, very good raid in here to push ourselves up. We're splitting those archers down each lane. That's the indecisive nature of this deck that you can kind of hang with. Decide what lane you want to go down. We're going to push this right-hand side with our Ice Golems. We know he has the Barbarians. We're going to time him up with a Fireball. Maybe we could have got there a little bit earlier. Both of our Elite Barbs engage, couple hits off. The Electro Wizard plays great defense, 1469 right side to his 1838. But here comes his Miner attack. His Miner was doing some great work on our left hand side for the entire game, kind of chipping away, and we keep having to waste our Mega Minion. I really was not excited about the rotation of our cards, and that was one of the things that I felt like if I get the rotation of the cards down a little bit better on this deck, I think I could do really, really, really well with it. We're going to go ahead and play a widespread Fireball and try it. We just missed the timing of that Fireball, or we would have got that Electro Wizard, and that could have potentially been at least tower close to being down. We probably would have got there with our Elite Barbs. He's going to push that left-hand side. We're playing the Skeleton Army, which is a way better option because it takes so long for arrows to get over there. We're playing our Electro Wiz on that right-hand side with our Ice Golem. Fireball down on that right-hand side. 917, 711 on the dot, boys. And that left-hand side is going to get a bunch of Barbarians. We're going to play some defense with our Elite Barbs on this side. Use our Zap. He's stacking up a really big push on this side. Here comes his Miner playing some offensive defense against our Archers. And look at this. He's got his Electro Wizard. I should have done something to fight that Electro Wizard. I instead made a push with not my Elite Barbs. Nothing makes it to the tower. He's going to go quick with his Goblin Spear. Zap that down. Here comes Miner. Arrows perfectly timed. And Sonic, whatever it is, you have wrecked my chances of an Electro Wizard. And we are going to go 7-3. So guys, we are pushing to get this later on. Come over and hang out on the stream on youtube.gaming.com/Lord Beardo. Let's open up this chest. 7,600 gold, 12 Fire Spirits, 18 Bombers looking good, 53 barbarians, I'll take them. 54 royal giants, I love the royal G. Spear goblins, don't use them often. Ice spirits, we got a bank load of ice spirits. 33 of our rockets. If only we would have got a little bit different rare. We barely ever used a rocket, but it'll be exciting to see, guys, later on if we end up smashing out that challenge. There's that epic chest we're gonna open. And all in all, man, we're pushing. Right now, we're actually sitting at our 8 of 10 in our clan chest, and it's going to be a close finish on that Christmas day. Awesome to chill with you guys. Good to hang out. Hope to see you guys later on the live stream. Peace out.